Hello, everybody, and welcome to Pokemon Platinum Randomizer Nuzlocke. So, basically, what that means is that every Pokemon that I find is random. All the items are random, so, what would normally be the starter Pokemon are supposed to be Chimchar, Piplup, and Turtwig, but I have no idea what they're going to be. It's totally random. Then items are random, so what is supposed to be a potion on the ground might be a full restore or a rare candy, or something totally useless like an Everstone. Then trade evolutions happen over level up instead, so if I have a Ghastly, that's actually gonna evolve into a Haunter, and then a Gengar, it won't get stuck at being a Haunter because I can't trade since it's a ROM. And then what a Nuzlocke is every Pokemon that faints is dead, can't use it anymore. Then I can only catch the first Pokemon that I find on a given route, and no items can be used in battle. So it's kind of scary. Anyways, I've named myself Joe Mom and my rival Mr. Fart, and let's get into it. I've went ahead and cut out all the boring part, the exposition. Let's get the Pokemon. All right, we've got Fione. That's a legendary. Okay. A Shelder. That is okay. And a Ghastly. Ooh, I think I'm gonna go with Ghastly because I don't like Fione that much. Although Fione should be the obvious choice, I just don't want it. Anyways, I think we have a rival battle now with Mr. Fart. Yup. Okay, here we go. Here we go. And we are challenged by Pokemon trainer Mr. Fart. And his Fione. And I am kind of scared for this because he can do all of my health in one hit. It is very scary, actually. I mean, not all of it, but he can do 6 damage, which at this point is quite a lot. So I don't really want to risk it. So I'm just gonna spam Hypnosis while I slowly whittle him away. Yeah, it's a cheap strategy, but Ghastly's not that strong a Pokemon compared to a legendary. And it doesn't. Is Nightshade a move that I get eventually? Once I get Nightshade, it should start getting easy. And then Shadow Ball, obviously. But anyways, one more thing that I'm remembering now that we're actually gaining experience points is that I set it so that all Pokemon gain experience at the same rate, so I don't need to worry about having a Pokemon that levels up faster than a different one, I guess. Also, have to nickname every Pokemon I catch because it is a Nuzlocke, so I'm naming it Psy, the Ghastly. And now we fast forward through all this text to get the Pokédex and whatever. And then I'm gonna go skip probably to the point where I catch a Pokemon, I think. Is that what I'm doing? I mean, I have to sit through it, but I'm gonna spare you guys having to sit through it. Yeah. Oh, he's gonna give me a TM. Now I thought this would be random, but it's actually just return. like it's supposed to be because I forgot to click that button. So it's kind of awkward. All right. Yep. All right, we're at the lake now. This is the first Pokemon that we can catch. And then we can catch one on the 2 routes we have access to. All right, a Squirtle. Okay, so this is kind of funny because it's an actual starter Pokemon right off the bat. So I guess I'll put it to sleep so it can't hurt me. Oh, wait. Yeah, it only knows tackle, so it can't hurt me at all, regardless. Okay, nice. So I'll just beat it up so I can catch it. And I have a nickname in mind that I don't what was that? I I haven't used this emulator before. I really don't know what that was, if I'm being completely honest. Okay, so I've got it paralyzed. And now at this point I'm going to use the Pokeball. Also, if you're wondering why the gender of the Ghastly changed, my footage corrupted, so I had to start over, but I was fine with Ghastly as the starter, so I just booted it up, same ROM, I didn't re-randomize it. Anyways, I'm going to name this Squirtle, I think, yes, it's going to be Yawn. So, come on now. Yep, Yawn. Also, this is a voiceover done in post because I did not balance the audio while I was recording it, and I kinda did a bit of an oopsies because I recorded it all on one track, so I couldn't like rebalance it. So I've just got to do the whole voiceover now. So anyways, now that I've caught my Squirtle, now I can catch Pokemon on Route 201, but I'd like to make it to the Pokemon Center first, so I try to get through all the grass without getting a wild encounter. And I actually do it, so hold on, my computer remind me tomorrow. Alright, so at this point I'm going to go buy more Pokeballs and heal my team. Remember, always buy 10 Pokeballs because you can get a Premier Ball that way. Then I got some potions to use outside of battle. And then also a few antidotes because if a Pokemon faints from poison, that still counts as a faint. So if it's like the overworld poison damage, that still counts. So I don't want to deal with that. So I got a few antidotes just for the sake of safety. And at this point, I encounter a Typhlosion, and I was like, oh my gosh, heck yeah, that's like awesome. I was very excited when I saw it at first, but then I saw it was slow start. And upon seeing that it was slow start, I checked my own Pokemon's abilities to see that I have a Squirtle with Volt Absorb, which is amazing, since that's its weakness, and then a Swift Swim on my starter, I was okay with that. So I just left because I didn't want to deal with slow start on my Pokemon the whole run. So then, now I heal up and I go for the trainers on the first route that has trainers, as well as hopefully catching a Pokemon out here. And also, I'm not sure why there's just the random glitching black pixel on the screen. I believe that's part of Pokemon Platinum and not because of the emulator. I'm really not sure what it's all about, but it's fine. Then I am challenged by youngster Tristan and his Mudkip. So I send out Psy, and this goes about as easy as you'd expect. At this point, I realize that no, all he's going to have is the tackle and growl, so I just sped up the game and spammed lick. And then there pretty quickly, I just won like that. And I leveled up to be level 7 with 69 experience points. And I paused to gander at my stats, and I realized, oh, this is a special attacker, but all I have right now is Lick, which is a physical move, so it's going to be kind of slow to level up for a while. Then I didn't realize that this was a trainer. I thought it was an NPC. If I'd known it was a trainer and that it was going to have a Charizard, I would not have gone and battled her without healing first. Anyways, the reason I was so scared of this Charizard is because it knows at level 1 a Charizard knows Dragon Rage, Ember, Scratch, and Growl, I think it was. And Scratch and Growl I don't care about, but Dragon Rage would one-shot any Pokemon at this level, and Ember is one of the few early game moves that can actually affect a Ghost type. So I was a little worried at this point, but I was able to beat it, but it was really scary, to say the least. As you can see, it's the stat lowering moves and Ember. So I go into Yawn. Like if this, my thought process was if this Charizard knows Dragon Rage, my run is just over. But that is okay. I mean, it's not okay. I really don't want it to know Dragon Rage, but I have confidence in Yawn's ability to finish it off. So I actually do win. It was so difficult. Like, I really cannot stress how scared I was. And because this is a voiceover done in post, I can't give you my actual reaction to it, but I was very terrified. So then, obviously, I run off to go heal because that was really bad. But from this point on, I feel pretty confident that I'll be able to win in whatever. So I head back up on the route, gonna catch a Pokemon and beat up the next trainer, and the Pokemon that I find is a Bidoof. Now, I was laughing a lot because Bidoof is actually a Pokemon you're supposed to be able to find on this route, and I really was quite surprised that there was a Pokemon I was supposed to get this early on. So I just caught it, and because it's a Bidoof, I named it God. I don't plan on using it for my team for very long, but at least for now, it'll make for some good, like, throwaway if I need a free switch in, if that made sense, or like an HM slave or something. And then this was just a Dusknoir that I decided I'd just beat up for some experience. Because, like, why not, you know? Like, free Dusknoir experience? Heck yeah. Like, it wasn't the greatest amount of experience, but it was something. So, why not? Ah, I am very thirsty right now. Oh my gosh. I wish I had some water. I could go get water, but I'm doing a voiceover. I don't know. Okay, anyways, next up, this dude, he wants to tussle youngster Logan and his Ninetales. This one I was much less concerned about than the Charizard because it's a stone evolution, and stone evolutions don't have good moves usually. So I just put it to sleep, gave it the old 1-2 kapow. Excuse me. And I switched in Yawn to get him starting to level up some, which was fine because it knew Ember, and that would affect Yawn less than it would affect Psy. So I just did a tail whip so that my tackles would do more damage. And I just went for some tackles. It was a little closer than I would have liked, but it was okay. But at this point, I was considering perhaps switching out because I was low on health, and I switched for God because I didn't want to switch into an Ember on my Psy, and I didn't care if God fainted or not. I don't plan on using him for anything besides HMs and this a possible sacrifice sort of deal. But he pulled it off, so go him. Thank you, God. Anyways, he's level 5. He learns Growl, and I beat youngster Logan, who is the last trainer on the route. So unless I get some awful wild Pokemon, which I don't, I'll make it to Jubilife City. I also come over here. I thought that was a trainer, so I went to battle him, but he wasn't. Then I get a wild Pokemon when I'm trying to get the item. It's a Cranidos. I probably could have beat it up very easily. It only knows Headbutt and Tackle, I think, at this level. But I just went for the item, which was a Moo Moo Milk, which is not very helpful. It's like, I think it heals 100 health. Anyways, then Dawn comes in. She's like, hey, go to the trainer school. And then Looker was like, oh yeah, you should. I'm the policeman. You should take this and also go to the trainer school. You should go to the trainer school. Now, I didn't want to go to the trainer school. There was still a few Pokemon that I could catch. The first one being coming in here, talking to the guy. He gives me a fishing rod, and then I can go out here, and then when I fish, that'll count for my Pokemon for this route. I also got a berry, which is useless. It just lowers the attack stat by 10 points. It don't really need that. So anyways, then I go fishing to get me my next addition to the team, and I fish up a very, very handsome looking, a very, very handsome looking Lunatone, and I didn't want a Lunatone. at all. I really didn't want it. Like, it's just not a good Pokemon and it kind of looks ugly. So I threw one Pokeball, but, or no, I think I threw two Pokeballs. I don't remember. Hold on. I mean, it'll be in the video that I'm voiceovering right now. Yeah, I threw. I am so thirsty. I threw two Pokeballs, and upon it breaking out of the next one, I just killed it for the experience. And when that was done, my next stop is the route north of town. I also thought about going to the cave, but I decided not to since I need to go there on my way to Floroma Town, so I might as well just wait. So anyways, I go in this patch of grass, and I find me a Rattata-tat-tat-tat. Now, I was very, very proud that I was able to catch both a Bidoof and a Rattata this early on, so I'm not planning on using the Rattata-tat-tat either, but it's a Pokemon. I have it. I didn't want it, but I have it, and I went to name it top percent, but it didn't fit, and then I realized that wait, the others probably has a percent, and it did, so I have a Rattata that's top percentage. Now, with my top percentage Rattata, I went up, but I saw the trainer and I was like, nah. And then Looker wouldn't let me go out into that area. So at this point, I stopped because I didn't want to do the trainer school in this episode. So thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And I will catch you soon in the next episode.